Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike. Now today on the channel we are going to be doing a little bit of the train. Yes, so this will be a mixture of pre-records and obviously lives, because this painting, if I was to turn it this way round, you see it's got like a cardboard back on it, so I have to work on this one when it's light, which is why I can only do it on a Saturday live, whereas the others, they can be put onto a light board. So right, so last time I wanted to make a start on doing the the 7-bit, but before that we just need to do a little bit more on the obviously the snow parts that we've got here. Now I have sorted out, in the live stream yesterday, I sorted out the commentary live mode because I tested it with my craft channel, and when I went to the live it wouldn't let me comment, and there's a section within YouTube that says you have to put the channel's names of who you want to approve and put it into that slot. And so I thought, right, let's put my craft channel in and see whether I can type, and I've approved that and it's letting me type now. So if you would like to be part of the live chat, then all you need to do is drop me a comment, because I can't remember who was on the live chat, who isn't on the live chat, and obviously I'm now having to go through approving everyone because people can't stick to the rules of not spamming. I mean, when you go on the live chat, it says before you go on there, spam will not be accepted. So yeah, this way it's more controlled. We don't have to worry about poxy spammers keep spamming all the chat with crap. So yeah, it will be a lot more better, and I want the live stream to be somewhere where it's nice and cheerful, and we can just not have to have the worry of having to keep putting people on timeout and all that stuff. Now what's good about that as well is it means that I can take away the moderators, so it means that if people want to comment, they can comment, and you don't have to, if you are a moderator with this commentary live thing. This is like a new thing, so where a basic chat you would need moderators to kick out the people that don't stick to the rules, the commentary live mode, only I approve that. So I will only approve people that I know are trustworthy and stick to the chat rules. So for example, Kathy, Linda, they don't ever spam. Majestic, so I will look through previous live streams to see who used to comment and then get you approved. So and also, if you're not available for the live stream, by all means you can always comment underneath the video, and commenting is voluntary, so if you just want to watch the live stream, that's okay too. So yeah, I never ever knew this featured, so I'm kind of really happy about it, because I've had a lot of requests for why is the live stream not on. I think I had about 48 emails asking me from all my viewers, asking why the live stream weren't on. So I thought it would just be easier to talk about the live chat thing in the live chat, but I'm not going to respond to them because I've already talked about it in the live stream, why it was switched off. So just to reiterate again, it's switched off because I keep getting spam all the time, and I'm just getting very fed up with it, because it takes away, every time I go to a spam section, that's 1 minute of a drill that could be put on the mat, So yeah, so let's move on to the weather forecast today. Alexa, what's the weather forecast, please?
Currently in Braintree it's 11 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 12 degrees and a low of 6 degrees.
Yeah, so a low of 12 degrees, and it's much more sunnier today. We have got nice blue clouds. This is what the weather looks like so far out there. It's gorgeous today. and it is absolutely beautiful out there. Look at that, a nice clear blue sky. So yeah, I've been eagerly awaiting for that, because you know when it's overcast it seems to like take a couple of days before it sort of gets out of that overcast situation, doesn't it? So it's sort of like it's cloudy for a few days, miserable, overcast, and then after 2 days it comes back to normal, which is nice. So yeah, okay, so right, tonight is going to be I watched Santa Buddies last night, and yeah, it was pretty funny how one of the dogs had there was 2 puppies, and one of the puppies had to do this dance thing, and the other puppy, he wears an icicle sort of necklace thing, and he turned him into like Merry Christmas music and was doing like a Christmas dance. So that was pretty good. And yeah, now tonight I'm sort of like wondering what we can do for the live stream. I definitely want to do a live stream, but if I can't find these nutcracker drills, I've got a feeling, because when I got my new Hoover a while back, I used the box, because they always say like I'll keep the box for a year or so in case it like don't work anymore and you can get your money back. Under the Consumer Rights Act you don't need to keep the box, so yeah, you don't need to keep the box. And so I filled it up with like crap, basically all junk that is getting, like, it used to be all over the floor, and I've just had to just shove it all in a box. And at some point I need to go through what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, charity shop, vintage, you know, that sort of thing. Most of it probably wouldn't sell, so I would have to just like bin it. It's just stuff that I don't really, it needs sorting through, but I don't really use it anymore. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to I've got, as I say, I've got a feeling it's in that box. So what I'm going to have to do is tip the whole of the box out and put it all back in again. So, because they're either in there or they're in one of the bags. So I'm going to think about what we can do, because obviously the duck's finished now. So I've got to try and figure out, I mean, I can't do that green cow I showed you last night because you've not seen the first 2 episodes and they were pre-recorded, so that one's ruled out. It possibly might be the American truck, because I know where them drills are, you see. So yeah, but then in the front room, apparently I've kitted up a snowman, but I've got various different snowmen, so I'm not sure again what snowman that one is. So, but we'll figure out something. So somewhere over there. Yeah, so it will be something, I just don't know yet what it will be. So yeah, so as you can see, it's filling up quite nicely. I think we just need to take it down a notch, because yeah, okay, let's get our jade back a minute, because that's where we need to do. And yeah, so we'll get the J bit done. And get that all lovely, jubbly. Okay, lovely. So yeah, I'm just trying to think what we can do for the live tonight. But it's the first day back with the live chat, which is going to be great because I have missed the live chat, and you know, I didn't realise that there's this commentary thing where you can lock it to only certain viewers. So that's, you know, quite good in a way. So yeah, it means that we can have the live chat back now. So pretty good. And no more of that sooty bear person, because I'll tell you something, that channel, oh my god, like every time you blocked it, it came back again. Like god knows how many channels they've got, because you blocked it, then they will create another one and then name it under like a slightly different name and then create another one. I think I blocked about 4 sooty bear channels. So yeah, it means we won't have to put up with that anymore, which is good. So, but it always puzzled me, like he never used to do it on Angela's channel, because I've seen him comment on there before. So, and he didn't ever spam Angela, so why spam me? Do you see what I mean? So yeah, we don't have to put up with that anymore. But yeah, so moving forward, we'll just put on that commentary mode thing. And also, it's really gonna help to, we can, when we go live, it means that we know that the channels that are watching are genuine channels. In live streams, 10 times out of 10, you're always going to get a channel that comes in with no profile picture, and half the time it is a fake account, and they start off by going, hello, how are you, and then they just switch and they start spamming you. So yeah, that's also stopping that as well, which is good. Yeah, so I think what I'd like to do with this is, you know, we did a bit of train. I think we should do a session where we do a bit of the sky, bit of the train, bit of the sky, bit of the train. However, we are approaching that bit with a lot of confetti, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that, you know, how that gets done. Now, I'm just single placing for this session at the moment because I am, obviously I don't want to do too much because I want to try and last it, but I need to try and speed it at the same time so that it's ready for Christmas, you know. So yeah, right, let's do, I'm just going to finish off this little patch of light blue for now, get some of that more done there. And then I really, after this, I really must do a Christmas card, because we've lost a couple of days of that, so I need to get, just whiz round and do another Christmas card. Now, the rest of the cards will be leaving on Friday, so I'll get them posted Friday for you. So, yeah. I got my joy buy, you know that order I was telling you kept going in the depot, out the depot, in the depot, out the depot. Well, that turned up yesterday, so my mum collected it for me. So yeah, I don't know what they were doing. That's really poor considering they're supposed to be like a next day courier. That's really bad on their part. So right, that's that done. So what I want to do now is bring in some of the what we got here. This is 6. Yeah, that's what we want. So this is this lighter pale blue color here. Yeah, it's quite lovely, this. And doesn't that look lovely in there? Wow, fantastic. Okay, so get a bit more put in for that. I'm not sure I like this light blue very much. I prefer the, I think this colour looks more better. It just looks really weird with light blue in it, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we're full steam ahead on this. Just manages to get some done out the way and all ready to do, really. So yeah. And then tonight's movie, I think it's probably going to be well, Christmas with the Cranks are still asking me for a rental fee. Same thing with Jonathan Toomey, so it's probably going to have to be Santa Claus or the Grinch. But I think the Grinch was asking me to sign up to Now TV or something, so it's really bad at the minute, like Prime, where like they ask you to pay a rental fee when, you know, if it was a movie that's been out for quite some time, then why charge for it? If it's new, then yeah, you would understand it's fairly new, you know, but I feel like Prime Video, they treat it as like a home cinema where you have to still buy the ticket to gain access to the film, if you get me. So yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then sometimes the programs want you to sign up to another streaming platform for you to watch it when you don't really want to sign up to it, but it's the only way you want, it's the only way you can watch it. Like, it's after Christmas I had to sign up and watch sign up to something called WeFic or something. So but I'm going to have to go into that and make sure that that subscription is definitely cancelled, because otherwise they'll, because that's the thing with you know, when you get free trials, some people forget and then they take money out the bank and they won't refund you, because obviously you've signed up to say to continue the subscription. But yeah, I will have to go into that and make sure that that's cancelled, because if you do it early, what they'll do is they'll cancel it, but you still have access to the, obviously, the 7-day trial. The trial is basically there to give you a sort of a feel for how it's going to be. So yeah. Right, okay, so as you can see, we're sort of just filling in all the nooks and crannies here, and then we'll shortly be hopefully going into that confetti, which I have been dreading doing that confetti, and yeah, I kind of don't want to get to that stage yet, so because that is going to be havoc, just constantly changing because it's probably going to be each, I've worked on paintings where each like row is a different, like, so where you've got an 8 there, it could be K, D, B, C, you know. So I've worked on paintings like that before, and it's been really difficult, really. So Yeah, I much prefer colour block, but vice versa, some people don't like colour block, they prefer confetti, whereas I like colour block, I don't like confetti. I think you would love this painting, Linda. It's such a lovely one. I think this is more better than last year's. But yeah, I probably won't get round to doing last year's one because obviously the focus is on this painting for now. But what I do is I hang it on the wall, and then every time I do a bit on it, well, I do a bit on it and then I hang it back on the wall. So yeah, I was putting up all them ones I showed you last night on the wall because they go up throughout Christmas. But I did decide to cut the borders off of them because that Rudolph one, that will fit in one of them white frames that you often get with paintings from the range. So I think Angela says she got this painting, but I've still not seen it. Are you doing it off camera, Angela? Right, okay, so let's do a number. What is the next one? 6. I don't know why I've just put that back because that's the colour we need. Okay, and then number 8 as well. So, I don't know why, but this seems to be creaking a bit. I think it's the wood creaking a bit here, but yeah, I was supposed to be doing this yesterday, but I didn't have, I don't know what happened yesterday. Something got out of sequence, so yeah. Right, then we got 6. Right, okay. Right, so let's just fill this little gap up here now, which is our number 8 drill. I'll tell you what, them goujons I had last night, they were lovely. I had the whole packet. They were so nice. I'm probably going to get some more today because they were really nice. So, yeah, they're open till 7, I think it is. So, definitely going to get some more of them. They're gorgeous. That's what I love about Iceland's. Iceland's, everything just seems to be reasonably priced. And they're just so cheap. I mean, this party section, which is where then goujons came from, there was like mini cocktail sausages, mini sausage roll, you know, really good, decent food. And I have had stuff from there before, and it's been really like bland in flavour. What I mean by that is like no flavour whatsoever, just like there's just no kick to it. But them goujons are not that bad actually. They didn't take long to do either. So I put them in the air fryer, and yeah, about 10 minutes, and they were done. So, but I've been looking at all their desserts, and they've got Christmas snowman, they've got some sort of lodge thing, a Christmas lodge. The strawberry bauble looks so good. I want to get that. So, but it's how I can fit it all in the fridge. So I'll have to have a dessert each day, I reckon, just to fill it in. So don't think the freezer could cope with that amount of desserts in there, but could you imagine like the amount of weight I would put on eating all of them? But I'm the type of person that has to try each flavour. Like I have to give each flavour a go. And yeah, so well, I think we've filled that up quite quick, haven't we, really? Wow. There's so much choice for dinner tonight. I fancy pizza, but then I fancy goujon mash and beans. Then I fancy like a tuna jacket. It's just like so much choice. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is discontinue this pen. With these plastic ones, what I normally do is I work with it for one session and then I get rid of it, because I don't like chucking them away, but you get so many of them, don't you, throughout all your kits. It's just so much pens and trays and wax and shit. Okay, so let's do a little bit more. I'm gonna have a drink first actually, because you won't believe how dried up you will get when you've not had your drink for so long. So yeah. Okay, so let's get going again. Okay, lovely. So yeah, I like this bit here where it goes down like that. Not really sure what else to talk about really. I've sort of finished everything now. Yeah, I don't really know. I was playing the challenges early on Just Play, but because they reset them at midnight, I couldn't get the other two levels done because I had to be up for work, and I was like, oh. And yeah, I looked at it today and I've missed it. So basically, say like you have 8 challenges. If you don't do all the challenges and you've worked on 4 and you've completed 4, you lose the lot. So they won't pay you unless you've done all of the channel, the levels or whatever it is. So yeah. Yeah, I guess after this I'll have to spend the next hour trying to look for these bloody drills. So frustrating, isn't it? Because before even December was here, I think it was mid-November, and I found them. And the thing is with me is I put things down and then I can't remember where I've put them. And then you have to spend like time looking for things, and that obviously takes time away from trying to get other projects done. And it's just like, you know. Kathy, I've got a question for you, lovey. Who is Randy? Because you said something about Randy the raccoon. Is that what you're naming the raccoon? Or do you mean Rango the film? Because the film I mentioned is actually called Rango, not Randy. So, but I don't know if the coming out show's on today of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, because it was a bit confusing because Deck said it was Saturday, but on the ticket that runs along the screen, where they normally show the vote-offs and the competition thing, it said that it was Wednesday. So I'm going to have to check the planner tonight and see whether it's on today or if it's on tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I guess we'll have to just wait and see, really. So, yeah, wow. Oops. Right, so we're getting to the top almost of this, which is lovely. Another section sort of sealed. We do need to backtrack slightly over here because for some reason we left that part out. I'm not entirely sure why, but what I'll do is I'll just do this line and then we'll just take it over there and just fill some of that up a bit, because that should have really been all done, so I'm not really sure why that's doing that. I think I want to get some multi-placing done now. So, yeah, we'll get some. Do you multi-place, Linda? Because I don't think I've ever seen you multi-place. When you multi-place, it just makes the painting glide a little bit faster, you know. Last night I was doing a lot of de-kitting, so the trays, this nutcracker's all ready to go in there. But Linda was saying something about she's got a nutcracker, but I've not seen it on your channel, Linda. So if you've got the link for that and you've done the video already, can you show me it? Because I get so many notifications of your channel, like you upload so much and I might have missed it because, as I say, I work from the top down. I like to go from the top down rather than the bottom up. So, right, okay, so this is a beautiful contrast. Look at this. So you've got that dark blue and then it sort of lightens up a bit here. I'm wondering if that's like the moon, maybe like a reflection of the moon, because I mean, if it was frosty, that would be near enough on flowers or something, you know. So it would be near the flowers. Yeah, I've got things, projects to do, stuff to do, so much to do. Oh my god, you know what? I'm 2 points away. Well, actually, I think it's 3, 4, 5. No, I've got to get another 30, I think. I've got 243 points and I need another, I think it's 10 or, yeah, about another 10 to get 250, which will give me a £2.50 Nectar voucher. So that'll be good. I can use that up. But what I tend to do is I get the celebrations because they're normally £3, the pouch bags. And if I do the voucher on it, I only have to pay £1. It's pretty good, that. £1 for celebrations. It's fantastic. Like, I have found with Tesco's, they don't do any of the stuff Sainsbury's do. Like, Sainsbury's will give you constant offers in the app. Tesco's are trying to copy them, but it's really poor. Like, you don't get the decent coupons like you do Sainsbury's, and that's why I prefer Sainsbury's. Well, I can't believe how much we've done on this. Fantastic. Now, the schedule's changing a bit. So normally your 10 o'clock slot, that's now the 3 p.m. So we have a 3 p.m. in the afternoon and then a 3 a.m. one. But it's always a guideline. It's not necessarily going to be up specifically at 3 a.m. because sometimes the video needs to be edited, or, you know, it needs to have, I need to sit there putting all the description in, and yeah, so it doesn't, it's only like a guide if you get it. So yeah. Oh, I'm getting dead leg here, 42 minutes, wow. So yeah, so we've done a bit up there, so I just wanted to sort out this section here that's got a tiny little hole in it. So let's just try and sort out this little section here and get that moving, really. Yeah. I don't actually know why we didn't do this section, filled this part in, because we had the drills for it. So why did I skip this bit? I don't understand that. It's interesting. Well, we've had another good session on this. We've completed a huge chunk there, so that's really good. So as I say, we are live on 3 days time. So what's today? The 10th of December already. Can you believe it? So 3 days time, that'd be Saturday. Yeah, so this is the Saturday slot, and then Sunday. Well, actually, I don't work Fridays, so we might put this on to Friday, and I might have a day off Saturday from filming on a weekend. It's nice to have like a weekend where you just have the day to yourself, sort of thing. Because I do this day in, day out. You know, it's every day of the week. So yeah, I might swap that and do this Friday instead. But I'll have a think. But yeah, what I'm thinking is this will probably be most days, and then obviously the evenings, then we can jumble it up a bit. Because as I say, with this you have to work on it in the light because of that board behind it, but in the evenings I can pluck out any painting and just whack it on the light board, you know. So I need to get a new one for my mum's house because I normally do some over there. I haven't done any there for ages. But yeah, I just like to help on there, but I've got a little small one over there, and I need to try and get a I think it's A3. I've never had an A1 one, but I wouldn't want that because it's too big. Oh, I ain't checked Temu today. I need to check that, see where that is, because it cleared customs last night, so yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. Oh, bum, I forgot to put my candle on. I need Linda's help with one of the candles, because do you remember that candle I showed you? It's got like a little holly wreath thing around it, but it has no jar in it. It's like this one that sits on like a stand. I need to figure out how we're gonna do that, because I don't know how we can light it, because it's not one of these ones that sit in a jar. So I would need like a little saucer or a plate or something to try and sort that. You know, looking at this black bit of the train reminds me of certainly the red of the Hogwarts Express, which I was actually looking at that painting today, but the one that comes from the range, it hasn't got a board under it, so if you press too much you'll pierce it and puncture it. So we're going to have a look and see what we can do about that. I'm going to have to I could probably speak to my friend Tony. He could probably cut me a board if I give him the measurements. He'll obviously charge me some money for it, but he might be able to do me something on that. So hopefully he can. And then we'd have to, I mean, how would we put it in? We'd have to sort of like run a bit of glue around the edge and then just place it in, I suppose. But yeah, so what's going on up here? There's one that's, well, that's there. But oh my god, last night, guess who's back in EastEnders? Sam Mitchell, yes. She is back. I quite like Sam. She's played by Kim Metcalf. So yeah, so it's pretty good. But apparently, it's really annoying when TikTok do this, but you never, when you're scrolling on TikTok, you never know what video is going to appear next. And one of them was a spoiler for Dot's house apparently sets on fire, and it's really annoying when they do that, because I don't like spoilers. I like to see, you know, what happens when you watch it, but yeah, it's rather annoying when they do that. Okay, right, so let's just see if we can finish this little section here, this little small section, and then that clears up another hole. So you see the gaps are starting to now fill up, which is really good. What do I need? Waxy woo. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm slightly going off washi tape. As I said last night, every time you put it on, it just peels off. Like, for £3, you would have thought it'd be decent washi tape, you know, with a strong stick, but it's crap. £3.99 I paid for that, and it's just awful. So I won't be buying it from because the chances are every washi tape, if you have 140 washi tape, the chances are any other different versions that they bring out will be the same. So yeah, I won't be doing washi tape anymore, I'm afraid to say. I might forget sometimes, but I'm gonna have to discontinue it, I think. Oh God almighty, where is the roller gone? Okay, I don't know where my roller's gone, it's disappeared, but that's where we're leaving it today, guys. We've done a huge chunk here, as you can see, all over here, absolutely fantastic. So as I say, tonight 7:30 it's the new mini series, and then obviously coming up at 9 PM it will be something. I really don't know what yet, but I've got good news, guys. Sunday we're starting the Christmas cow bag. Super excited for that. That's quite a fast-paced one as well. So as always, if you want to get this for yourself, I did check the range this morning and they've got it back in stock, so do grab it while you can. It's not a mix and it's not a one or the other job, it's the exact one. So normally with big paintings they'll deliver with DHL, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's really, considering this part was quite dark, this has really brought it up light, and as you can see with the red, it just looks lovely, doesn't it? So yeah, I think the next couple of stages we'll finish off that, we'll try and get this bit done, and then of course it's doing over in that confetti bit. But I really enjoyed doing some of the reds. I might get some of these greens out and stuff, but yeah, we're getting there, people, we're getting there. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Always tap that notification bell and you'll be alerted as and when the video turns up. And I hope to see you all on the live chat this evening with our brand new community, commentary live mode only. So hope to see you there at 9 PM. Take care, and we'll have a lovely day. Bye bye.